All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to y equals on my calculator, and I'm going to type in that equation that we were just working with, x to the third plus 2. So go to y equals, if I can get mine to cooperate, go to y equals and type in x to the third plus 2. Alright, so then once I've got that in, I'm going to go to Program. Alright, so once you get your programs to come up, if you'll choose number 6 right there, which is NumInt, and hit Enter to run it. Again, we've already got the equation in y equals x cubed plus 2. It just graphed it there for me a second ago. I've got mine running in a Zoom 6, but whatever you've got your window on is fine. It's going to ask me for my lower limit. Now remember, our lower limit that we were using on that homework problem number 5 was -1, and our upper limit was +2. Now look at this happiness. I get to choose whether I want it to do left endpoints for me, right endpoints for me, or midpoints for me. We'll learn trapezoidal in Chapter 8 later on. So the first thing we were doing here was right. So I'm going to choose right. And then it asked me how many subintervals. So remember you did 3 and then you did 6. What's really cool is when you get your calculator to do like 10 and 20 and 30 for you, and you can see those approximations get better and better. But I'm going to do what we did last night. I'm going to choose 3. It graphs it for me, which is so cool. You can see the 3 rectangles there. You can see the overhang as to why this is an overestimate. And see your little dancing dots over here? Remind you that this program is paused. So if I hit Enter again, it'll unpause it, and then it tells me that that area was 15, and it's ready to go again. It says, hey, you want me to rerun it using different subintervals? So yeah, this time I want it to do 6, because remember, we did 3, and then we did 6. So I'll do 6, and then Enter. And again, it graphs it, and this time it shows me those 6 rectangles. And if I'll hit Enter again, it tells me the area with 6 rectangles. And so I could keep going here if I wanted it to do the 10 or the 20 or the 30 or the 50 like we saw in the book yesterday. So it takes the tedium out of this for me and helps me be able to see the more rectangles that I use, the better I get to that actual area under the curve, and it does left, right, and mid.